like artists don't even understand like the importance of it.
For sure.
So it's like if we could show somebody that actually does that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and bring them on here and just to explain everything, you know, give them a little more insight on what actually goes down on tour.
Exactly.
Like people don't
And
understand any of that.
I'm glad you said that because, like you said, a lot of people really don't know what goes into it. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I feel like we should bring people into this. Carl didn't know I was recording again.
Into our world, understanding like, all right.
Say it again. You said, what about later?
No, I'm saying like artists don't even understand like the importance of it.
For sure.
So it's like if we could show somebody that actually does that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and bring them on here and just to explain everything, you know, give them a little more insight on what actually goes down on tour.
Exactly.
Like people don't
And
understand any of that.
I'm glad you said that because, like you said, a lot of people really don't know what goes into it. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I feel like we should bring people into this. Carl didn't know I was recording again. I really like doing that.
All right. All right. Yeah.
We are back with another one.
What's
FMF.
up? What's up, guys? We're here. This is our second episode. You know,
For sure.
getting to it, trying to figure out everything. You know, still smoothing out some things. But
I am Leo Amari.
I am KG Lee,
and we are FMF. So today's episode, we basically wanted to speak to you all about the things that we have coming up and that we're currently working on right now, as well as an artist, or what you should look for, and also like helping the way that we can, because I know that a lot of people didn't give this to us.
Definitely did not.
They didn't give this to us. So it's like everything we figured out, it was either through experience or from reading somebody else's experience, in which you all can do the same thing, but you don't want to experience the things that we experienced.
Yeah. If we could streamline it for you, you know,
sure.
that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
So one of the things I did want to talk to them about is actually the process of creating the song. So when you find the beat, what is exactly your steps on one, putting it on Pro Tools, and how do you even go about that part?
It really depends. Well, all of it's the same, but for me, finding the beat, it's either I have a couple of different producers that I will have send it to me, or I just jump on YouTube and try to find something like that. So YouTube is always like, say if I didn't like the beats that my producer sent to me, I'm like, let me go to YouTube. And then after YouTube, I send it straight to Carl. Well, I can't really say at that point I send it to you, because I upload it and I see what I create with the song first. So
yeah,
YouTube, export it, put it in Pro Tools, make sure your tempo is set correctly. I'm going to show you all how to set your tempo and make sure you have the correct key, especially if you do like melodic or you just want to stay on key. So I'm going to show you all of those. I'm going to have different reels for those different sets of clips like that. But after I create the song, if it's fire, I send it to Carl. If it's fire, I say, bro, we need this beat.
Every time.
We need this beat. And I guess you could talk about like the approach to purchasing a beat. You get what I mean? So
all right, so first off, what we after Leo sends me the beat, I'll search it up on YouTube, make sure it's still up and available on their website, on their BeatStars or whatever beat website that they do have. And then I would ask him, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this song? you know, do we feel like this is like a song that can get placed in certain things, maybe movies, commercials, and it doesn't matter about the whole song being placed, but or do we feel like a portion of the song can get placed? Because if that is the feeling that we're getting from it, then we want to go after the exclusive rights for the song.
And to be honest, I asked you the same thing. I'm like, bro, what do you think about this? Like,
exactly.
Is it worth this? Because I feel like I like to be straightforward. I want everybody to be straightforward with me, as I'm going to be straightforward with everybody. So it's like your first reaction to the song. Did you like it? Did you not? So you want people who are going to tell you yes, no. You don't want no, oh, it sounds fire type of people. Those are yes men. Yeah. So you don't want that. So I'm like, bro, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is understanding, okay, what category would you put the song in? Because there are some songs that we have that we've only purchased the unlimited lease, or we only purchased the, what's underneath that? Like the
lease.
The lease. That's it. When we go after the exclusive, it's really because we want to make sure that, one, nobody else uses the beat, and then two, when we do get these things placed, you have to have the paperwork to back it. So when the radio people or TV commercial, anybody, any sponsorship calls you, you're able to send them over the paperwork that states that you own this beat. I think that's very important, because a lot of people don't understand that if you have the unlimited lease, you're fine, but you actually need the exclusive rights in order to really monetize off the extra stuff.
For sure.
So, and then after that, we get the unlimited lease, or the exclusive rights. For this one, we got the exclusive rights for. And now we're working on figuring out the engineer that we want to mix the track more. Leo already, obviously, he already records himself, but you know, we want somebody to be.
Who went to school for it?
There we go.
Cut it. Cut to the chase.
Exactly.
We want somebody who went to school for it. Mind you, I've been doing it for a very long time. It sounds good when I have it. I have it enough to sound good to send to people. But when it comes to like car and radio, different things like that, we would rather have somebody who went to school for this, who's done it before and knows exactly what it needs to sound like. So we send it off. I have a couple of different engineers. Everybody is a little different. I have one for more of an R&B style, one for more of a rap style, and we just go based off of it like that. So after finding a beat, after mixing it, recording it, getting the beat, just making sure you all feel good about the song. Then it comes to mixing and mastering, which we're talking about now.
The mastering, you could, I don't want to say you can kind of cut corners, but you can go well within your budget.
For sure.
There's a website called eMaster that we've used a lot when it does come to mastering the songs that we currently have out. Even for other artists, we use that as well, because it's budget friendly. That's what we're gonna call it. Budget friendly.
And just to jump in really fast, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Mixing costs a lot. If you want it done correctly, mixing can cost a lot. So if you don't have it and you want to just mix and engineer your own stuff, throw it through eMaster, and then they'll make it sound better than what you already have it as.
Yeah. There's also some other things that kind of go into it. Just small things he'll be able to show you when obviously the beats per minute, all that good stuff that'll help within your mixing, where you can just put it to eMaster and you don't actually have to reach out to an engineer to mix it even better. So going into after that, what would you say? What do you feel like, or why do you feel like it's important to get the exclusive rights?
I feel like you already basically touched on that. After you create the song and you want to have full ownership of the beat.
Yeah.
At that point, that producer cannot sell the song anymore. He can't continue to just send it out to everybody. You get what I mean? So everybody can't have your beat, which is very exclusive rights.
Yeah, sure. Oh, another thing I wanted to say was it actually helps the engineer too, though, when you do have the exclusive rights, because you get the stems to the beat, so they can kind of change it a little bit to make the song a little stronger.
But the thing is, though, sometimes with unlimited rights, you can get it tracked out too. So
oh wow, okay, I didn't know that. So,
yeah, you can get it stemmed out as well. So
okay, yeah, so
yes and no.
Yeah, exactly. So and then just going off of the after all of that is done, you get the track back. Make sure that you copyright everything. I think that kind of goes unnoticed and untalked about is copyrighting your stuff on
copyright.gov.
Copyright.gov. I don't think it gets any easier than that.
Exactly.
Because then somebody uses a line that you wrote, you get a portion or a percentage of that song. There's a lot of songs.
Not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing. But there's certain songs where people have actually repeated certain lines that were copywritten and they had to get it cleared by that specific artist. So I think that's goes unnoticed. And then after the copywriting section, you kind of make sure that everything is up on the right DSPs, ASCAP, BMI. Put it on your distribution label. Who are we going with for
TuneCore.
We're going with TuneCore for this release.
There's a lot of different distros out there. You got DistroKid, you got TuneCore, CD Baby,
United Masters.
So there's a lot of different ones, but we use TuneCore. TuneCore has been around for some time and it's well respected for sure.
Yes, and then after that, you make sure you get your ISRC number, so you can put it on Songtrust and SoundExchange. I think that is another thing that kind of goes unnoticed.
For sure.
We're actually in the process of doing SoundExchange now.
Exactly.
That is where all of your music that is getting played on the radio. There might even be some music that you don't even know about that is getting spun at clubs, that is getting spun at
another
karaoke. Somebody might have already downloaded it and just kind of played around with it, made like chopped it up or whatever the case may be. SoundExchange gathers all of that from everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's what BMI and the publishing does as well.
Yeah, so
there's so many different royalties out there.
Yes.
It's just a lot of different royalties, performance royalties, mechanical royalties. It's so many. You get what I mean? I think it's only 3 though, but there's so many different ways for you to receive money, and you want to make sure that you're receiving the money in every single way.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're maximizing it at all times, because as we know now, and this is my opinion, a lot of artists aren't getting paid as much as they should. One of my lawyer buddies,
that's everybody's. That's a fact.
Especially from the streaming services, we laugh about it, we argue about it, or not really argue, but just talk about it in the sense of like it's just not really adding up, stream wise, sales wise, on how much the artist is getting paid from that platform, especially when they're making money off of ads and things like that. But that's why, again, you want to make sure that you grab as much money as you possibly can from that one specific song that you end up uploading.
Exactly. So we say copyright. After you created the song, copyright. BMI ASCAP. Then your DSPs, which is your distribution services. Exactly. And then that gives you your ISRC number, in which then you go to SoundExchange and Songtrust. Yep, exactly. So that is the most important stuff that you're going to need to know for uploading your music.
And again, like we said, like last time, if there's really any questions that you guys have, just don't hesitate to reach out to us, DM us, email us,
For sure.
like, share down in the comments, do whatever you have to do to get our attention. But we will help you guys out. That's what we're here for. So just make sure that you understand that fully. And
just to add a little bit into my bad, I apologize. Just to add a little bit. So after we already spoke about creating a song, so whoever that producer is, you got to make sure that they are with one of the ASCAPs or the BMIs.
That's true.
In which you got to upload that information because it's like 200% total when it comes to ASCAP and BMI publishing. So you got the side of writing the song and you have the beat side of things. So it creates 200, 100, and 100. So you got to have the information for sure.
Make sure they're registered with one of those.
For sure.
Because that would help you out a lot. And again, if you're a producer and you have a lot of artists that you work with, or if you're an artist and you have a specific couple of producers that you work with, that's great. It's always wonderful to kind of come into build kind of your own network and family wise, where you guys can kind of vibe off of each other and continue to make good music.
Agreed.
So yeah, that's I think that's it for what I have. Do you have anything else for the people?
I don't think so. So just a recap. We could do a recap.
Okay.
So after you find a beat, make sure that you create the song and make sure that it is worthy of purchasing the beat. That's what, at least that's what I do.
Yeah, especially
because you don't want to just waste money. Yeah. You get what I mean? So
money doesn't grow on trees.
It doesn't. It's made from trees, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Make sure it's worth it. Then you go purchase that beat. Then you gotta register everything. So, copyright, BMI,
ASCAP, ISRC code. You get from your distribution platforms, CD Baby, TuneCore, and United Masters. And then after that, you go on Songtrust and SoundExchange. That's it.
That's simple.
That is that simple, guys. Don't make it harder than it has to be.
It's a little hard. It's a little confusing, but we're here for you. Like Carl said, we are here for you, and you got it. You got it.
Yes,
for sure.
I do have a question for you, though.
Oh man, what's up?
I think that's what we'll do is ask questions at the end of it.
Okay.
You know. So when making this song,
what song? It Chose Me?
Yes, Chose Me.
Okay.
It Chose Me.
It Chose Me, yeah.
What kind of was going through your head in making it and creating it? We'll go over the lyrics. We'll have another separate video.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Genius for that for sure.
Yeah. But what kind of headspace were you in when you end up hearing the beat the first time?
I really want to play the beat, but I get a different feeling every time when I listen to a beat. So that's why it just brings different things out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that I've been in a better space where I'm really understanding everything that we've been through, from everything, like all the detours that we've taken, to where everything, it always leads back to music. So when I say it chose me because I really feel like I wasn't supposed to be here. And when I say be here, I'm on this earth for sure.
Yeah.
When I say it wasn't supposed to be here, because I was always behind the camera. I say that for sure. I was always behind the camera. Producing, engineering, shooting visuals, stuff like that for everybody else. So I wasn't supposed to be right here. But it always chose me. Music overall, it just chose me. So all the detours, everything that we've went through to get capital funding, all of it, we're back right here with music.
Yeah, again.
And again.
We we continue to try to fight it, but we are back.
I'm not gonna say we fight it, but
we're not fight it, but we always try to think that there's a different way, or a different avenue that we could take. But it always, like you said, it always comes back.
Even though we know music is where we are, but the thing is, life sometimes has its pressures. Life has its pressures.
It started getting in your head.
That can detour you to the left, detour you to the right. Mm-hmm. And it always came back for us, for sure.
Yeah, every time. Okay. All right. And I would have to say I agree on this song. It definitely, my first time hearing it fully, because I heard it in spurts. But
I was going to ask you that too. Go ahead. You got it. I was going to see what was your first reaction when you listened to the song after I got the beat, uploaded it, made sure the tempo was right, the key, all of that. I'm going to teach you all that, like I said before. Then I sent it over to Carl after I recorded it fresh, which was honestly like a couple of days ago.
So my first initial, like, as soon as you turn the beat on, you're like, whoa. You're like, okay, all right. And then you're like, okay, like, what is he going to say? Because the way the beat comes on is very, very strong, and just like it gives you a feel of like, it almost gives you goosebumps on like, okay, what is going to be said after this? And then actually being able to hear what he starts to speak about and understanding the title of the song.
I'm turning the stuff on so we can play it too. I'm going to play it a little bit.
Yeah, because when you guys just hear the first 20, 25 seconds of it, it's going to be like, oh my goodness. You know, you kind of get the same feeling. For me, I was like, wow, all right, this is like a feeling type of song. Like, I can listen to this every single day. It's not like I can listen to this turning up if I wanted to. I can listen to this driving in the car. I can listen to this like just on my way to the club. It's just like different feelings that you do get from it. It kind of puts you in that mode. I can definitely listen to it working out, running, just.
Well, thank you, sir.
All that. You're welcome. You're welcome. He's back in his bag, so I'm definitely happy about that.
No, for sure. And to be honest, again, artists, there's different routes that you're gonna take. I can say this for me. It's been so many different people, different things that take your music in different directions.
Yeah.
But I can say for me, where I am right now, everything that I went through, everything that we went through, I'm happy for it.
Yeah, it builds you, it molds you to who you are
grateful. Today. For sure, I don't regret anything, anybody who we came in contact with. I don't regret any person that done me wrong.
No, I actually appreciate it. I actually appreciate it more than anything.
Thank
you. It taught me a lot. I would say as well, is as an artist, whatever mood you're in, take advantage of it.
Woo! I'm glad you said that.
Whatever mood you are in, take advantage of it. Because you don't want to be sad trying to create happy music, right? You don't want to be in a mellow state trying to create turn up music. If you're in that mellow state, stay in it and create something that's going to make you build from that state of mind. Really get out of that state of mind. Like, grow out of it. You don't want to, like, there's a I don't know if it's this song, but it is one of the songs where, like, I'm back in my basement flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a story to that. There's a story to that. And actually, should we go on it right here today?
You want to talk about it now?
Yeah, let's talk about it now.
We can talk
about it. Leo stayed with me for like 4 months.
Something like that.
Brought his whole studio up to Jersey. And we created some music that was timeless.
In the basement. We was in the basement with it. So
in my basement. And it's timeless, and he was in that mood. He was in that pocket of just a certain feeling. And when you guys hear it, obviously you'll be like, okay, I could definitely tell what type of state of mind he was in.
Man.
And you got to take advantage of it.
For sure.
Create as much music as you possibly can, because we were talking about this too. We were listening to an artist.
I was going through a tough time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about emotionally. I was going through a tough time, and I recorded through that whole time, and you can really feel the emotions. I will want to re-record it though,
for sure,
but I don't know if I should though.
I wouldn't. No, because again,
I don't know.
You want to kind of be in that pocket. If we ever are back in that pocket or in that type of mode, then maybe. But
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
and the reason why I would want to record it, one, is because I got stronger as me as an artist, as well as new equipment and things like that, so it would take better.
Yes, for sure. I do agree with that. And what I was saying is, like, you want to get sometimes you create even better music when you are struggling.
For sure.
And you have to admire the struggle, admire the process that you're really going through. Because some people just want to be famous tomorrow. And it's like, well, you didn't grow or go through anything. What do you have to talk about when you become famous? Like, 9 times out of 10 when people become famous anyway, they don't go out, they don't do everything that they used to do when they weren't famous. So that you don't even create memories or ideas for you to even be able to build off of to create a song. Because at that point, you're just creating a song for everything that you've done in the day. And
what you mean?
Like, if I'm just sitting at home all day because I'm afraid to go outside because now I have some clout or whatever the case may be, some notoriety.
Oh, I'm following you. Okay.
Yeah, now I don't go out as much. But before, when I didn't, I went out as much. Now I have material to talk about. Exactly. I experienced some things, and I think that's just as important.
It's a yes and no though.
Yeah.
You don't go out more, but you also do go out. But it's gonna be more extravagant places.
There you go. Yeah, it's true.
You not gonna have that grit talk.
Exactly, that pain. Some people still understand and want that.
You gonna talk that Jay-Z, that Drake. You gonna talk that money, that rosé.
Facts, yeah.
You gonna talk that rosé. For sure.
But, so he's going to play about 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds of the beat, so you guys can kind of hear it and kind of get that feeling of your own. At this time, song will probably already be out, so you guys will, if you haven't already heard the song at this time, then please check it out. And, save it, give it a little heart on IG, a little star on, Spotify. Always helps, all of it. And let us know
spin it,
what you think.
Spin it. Definitely let us know what you think, and tell me what was your first reaction when you heard it.
Yes, if you guys could send us first reaction videos, that would be great. Anybody who does it, that would definitely be appreciated. Even if it's just an email or text, or whatever the case may be, on, when I first heard this song, it really made me feel this way or made me feel that way. So definitely let us know and keep us updated.
For sure.
Want to play for him?
I was down so bad, it was lonely. Couldn't even make it to the nosebleeds. Now I'm sitting courtside, everybody knows me. And it's a good feeling. Very long, so long. Been around the block, but I know I was bigger than they. Why? Came from the money, ain't show no love. But I know that I was gonna make it. Blood hated on me, family hated on me. I didn't dance when I dreamed about payment. Took what they owed me, locked in they focused. Got a lot of mud, yeah, I started from the basement. Ain't had no money, done it at the funny. Could have long and I learned to baby. I'll be alive. I told you I ain't feel the same way. You helped me hard when the summer from journey to a snow. I see you shit for my face the same day when he tried to eat me. Already ate me, yeah. I just show him how boss move. I raised a body with her, but I went to law school. I made it fly, you didn't think I would without you. Gave you a little shot, now look at what this cloud do.
Whoa. That's it.
So
Wow.
yeah. So when I first heard that, I was like, yo, yeah, this is it. This is that pocket, that flow that, you know, we've been needing.
Yes, Lord. So that's the song. By this time, you all have already heard it, but it's very fresh to us.
Very, very fresh.
Just recorded a couple of days. So again, I want to thank you all for going on a journey with me and my brother.
Yes,
FMF,
thank you guys for being
y'all
here.
part of the FMF family.
Yes.
Family, music, and fitness.
Thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to everything that we have going on. And send us your feedback. It's always appreciated. We out.